Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from Crook's take on a rumored album title that some believe may be attributed to Eminem or Dr. Dre, and we also have more on the exciting announcement by 50 Cent about the rapper who once said goodbye to Hollywood is now returning to acting, and this has sparked reactions across platforms on the internet. And before we dive into these topics, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with 50 Cent's Megaton announcement. Following reports, Eminem set to make an appearance on 50 Cent's BMF as White Boy Rick, and right under it says, Eminem stands are gonna wanna make sure they subscribe to Stars. The real Slim Shady is set to make an appearance on new upcoming drama BMF the rappers learned exclusively. He will very briefly play White Boy Rick on one episode of the 50 Cent production, and 50 Cent shared this on Twitter with the caption, "Oh yeah, I'm bringing the big dogs out. I couldn't do a show based in Detroit without incorporating the legend Eminem. Got him to play White Boy Rick in BMF. This ish is out of here." And 50 Cent had more details to add, but before we get to that, this announcement sparked reactions like, imagine being loved by Eminem, you got him to give a speech at your Hollywood Walk of Fame, got mentioned in his EPMD2 verse, and also got him starred in your own show, crying face emoji. At this point, you'd be in denial if you think 50 Cent couldn't pot denial. Curtis Moses Jackson. And to that, a user response, Eminem is up there with 50's grandma as being the two most important people who helped him in his life. Fans always wanted Eminem to make an appearance in Power, hence takes like this. I was waiting for M to join your Greenlight gang of hit shows, but I was hoping it'd be in Power Force with Tommy as either his biggest rival / enemy or his new right-hand man replacing Season 1 Ghost. But this is a pretty dope role for M too, I love it. And since Eminem's rumored album is set to release anytime from now to October, it's quite interesting that the BMF Show is also right around the corner, the report reveals. The series was filmed in Atlanta and Eminem's native Detroit. BMF is set to premiere September 26 on Stars. Some miss this detail, hence questions and assumptions like, this why he been in Cali for the past month or so? No album coming but shooting scenes for Fifth? I mean, dope as F either way, but music-wise we want more? Laughing emoji? Nah, M, do your thing, G. This gonna be dope as F to watch. Well, it was shot in Atlanta and Detroit, and if rumors check out, the show will drop right in the release window of Eminem's upcoming album, so essentially promo extraordinaire. And now we look out for the Carnage soundtrack to add to the mix. But now that he's announced to play White Boy Rick, some questions were being asked like this. Must be playing him while inside, cause didn't Rick get locked up as a teenager? Interesting to see how that works. And many more like this popped up online. How he gonna be White Boy Rick and he's nearly 50? White Boy Rick was a teenager. And before we get to 50's update, since some chose to put down Eminem and 50 Cent on the Hip Hop Report, I nearly fell out my chair reading this. Nothing but clowns in the comment section. He fell off, both fell off, yan yan yan. Look at your lives, fellas. Who really fell off? And 50 Cent gave an update to answer questions about Eminem's character. I directed BMF episode 7, it is amazing. I used the same digital de aging special effects they used in Irishman to take Eminem back to his teenage years. And this has led to even more questions since teenage Eminem and the, in quotes, weird beard will have to part ways. Hence a user asked, wait, does that mean he is finally shaved? Thanks 50, very cool. And over on Reddit, a user broke down the story behind Eminem's character in BMF. Rick Wershey is a single father who's struggling to raise two teenagers during the height of the crack epidemic in 1980s Detroit. Wershey sells guns illegally to make ends meet, but soon attracts attention from the FBI. Federal agents convince his son, Rick Jr., to become an undercover drug informant. This is a true story. If I recall, he was imprisoned for a very long time for no good reason. Decades behind bars for a drug offense committed when he was 17, and his case has been described as one of the prime examples of the failed justice system, and I can't wait for this to drop. Moving on to the next topic at hand, Crook recently dispelled one of the rumored album titles that's been floating around for a while on Twitter, and when a user asked any updates on the Eminem album, he responded with, if he plans to drop anything ever again, I doubt it will be titled Beats and Rhymes. Sorry guys. Beats and Rhymes comes from a tour Dr. Dre planned years ago with Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop, Kendrick, basically the Avengers of rap that's yet to come to fruition. And in reaction to Crook's post, a user reacts with a sprinkle of hyperbole. Eminem is retiring? Crook say psych right now, and Crook reacted. When I told him I was retiring soon, he suggested I shouldn't, and the reasons he gave me lets me know he ain't retiring no time soon. So that goes out to those who think Eminem will take a break. Be prepared for a busy decade, and my opinion is expect more output this decade than the last. But over to you guys, comment below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.